Hi everyone. Symbolism is getting crazy again. Right. First of all, this guy, this police officer called Ronald Tarantino, was shot. Now, even though it's not spelt the same as Quentin Tarantino, it still represents him because it's said the same way, like it's pronounced the same way. I don't know. This might be how you spell Tarantino in Quentin Tarantino's name. I'm not sure. But anyway, this Ronald's part represents Ronald McDonald. So here we have Quentin Tarantino right here. See how he looks like one of the elites with his suit and tie? See these wings representing angel wings? Just like Angel in X-Men. See this A, just like the A on Captain America's head? This A also represents an Illuminati pyramid. this this thing, I think, is supposed to be an eagle, and I think it's got something to do with Nazism. Represents the wings of a great eagle, just like this eagle right here. So anyway, see the W for World War III right there. And then, even on The Voice, this thing, see the Illuminati pyramids right there? And they're red for Satan, just like these chairs are. And it says, I want you. This represents the voice of Satan saying, I want you. He wants our souls. He wants us to be with him so that we won't be with God. But don't let him lead you astray. Even on this British version of The Voice, you have the white for heaven, and then you have the red for Satan, representing blending the iron with the clay, blending the good with the bad, blending the light with the dark. See how the audience members even look like they're blue, representing the Christians. See how these look like Illuminati pyramids again? meaning these white things. Okay. Let's move on anyway. Right. Al Murray. He had this program called multiple personality disorder. Because he basically does have a multiple personality disorder. Well, I say that, but I'm not definitely sure. I mean, because there's one side of him where he's satanic, where he plays the pub landlord, Al Murray. That's why he wears a red jacket for Satan when he's Al Murray, the pub landlord. That's when he's a British patriot. And then there's the other side of him, which is good for Jesus and God and the light, the intellectual side of him, where he's being himself. Anyway, remember this Will I Am advert was called Dial, where it's just like Dial M for murder. Remember how Silas in Hollyoaks murders people and Lindsay in Hollyoaks murders people? And then, like, even Will and Dr. Browning murders people in Hollyoaks. So anyway, turn this M upside down, it becomes a W for World War III. This M represents the same M in Morrison's and McDonald's. See how it's red for Satan? This phone represents dialing 911 or 999. It means you're ringing Satan. see the A in Alfred Hitchcock represents the A on Captain America's head. This represents the dragon coming after the woman. the shark coming after the woman, the clown coming after the woman, Silas coming after Lindsay. He is coming after the woman of the Bible with her blonde hair. The Doctor Who effect. Why are there so many time travel shows at this point in history? Well, Arthur Darvill was in Doctor Who, and now he's in Legends of Tomorrow, which is another time travel show. And it's because the Illuminati are doing time travel in real life. They're doing time travel experiments. See how Arthur Darvill even looks like Jesus with his beard? And see, like, the Doctor Who was first shown on the 11th of the 22nd, 1963. So, the 11th, just like 9/11. And then even this double 11 company has got the Eye of Horus in its logo, representing the eye that is on top of the Illuminati pyramid. And then if we go back to even this oh no, that's not loading at the moment. Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, what I was going to say is the laughing cow right here. Sorry, guys. Represents the laughing clown right here. Clowns laugh, and this cow laughs. This clown wears red, just like this clown. No, sorry, this clown is red, just like this cow is red. See how it says light right here, representing Jesus and God and the light? The blue and the red, blending the iron with the clay, blending the good with the bad, blending the light with the dark. Here's the green for Islam and the Hulk. And here's your pinky purplish colour that represents Cadbury's. And then we'll go back to the Will I Am advert again.
Jackson, you ready?
Right, he called him Jackson, so it represents Michael Jackson and Michael the Archangel. And it represents how the Illuminati used Michael Jackson as a puppet, because this Muppet is basically a puppet. See how he's purpley and pinky colour? Just like he represents Cadbury's. And then scroll on further. I bet you didn't get that then, did you? Anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. These represent the two doors, or the two pillars of Freemasonry. So, basically, one of the doors leads to Satan, and the other door leads to Jesus Christ. It happens so fast, you hardly notice it. I'm gonna have to keep doing it, guys. You can just about see this eye right here. But it is only on screen for like 2 seconds or 2 frames or something like that. Yeah, and this eye represents the Eye of Horus and the eye that's on top of the Illuminati pyramid. See how this guy's dressed up as a clown in Bad Neighbours 2? Well, it represents this clown right here, the king of the Illuminati. She's got blonde hair, representing the woman of the Bible. Well, it might be a blonde wig, but I mean, remember how Megan Fox has a blonde wig in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, and how Lindsay has a blonde wig in Hollyoaks? But anyway, no, sorry about that, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Right. Here's the woman of the Bible represented again with Rose Byrne. or your Mary character, your mother character. See, she's got brunette hair. But anyway, but also Chloe Grace Moretz represents the woman of the Bible as well, with her blonde hair. And then sorry about this, guys, it's getting a bit crazy at the moment. Right, this Furious 7, it says vengeance hits home. Vengeance. Just like Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. Remember, this spirit part represents that things are spiritually done. See how she's got one eye covered so that only one eye is exposed, meaning the Eye of Horus, or the eye that is on top of the Illuminati pyramid. Behind her, there is blue for Jesus and God in the light. But also, this thing looks like a cube, just like the Tesseract. Remember how the Tesseract was basically blue as well? This door right here represents the door that we have to go through with Jesus Christ to get into heaven. See how Al Murray's wearing red for Satan? But anyway, Al Murray. Just like Murray Mints. The A represents the A on Captain America's head. This thing right here represents the same thing as the Candyman in Doctor Who. This thing here represents Drop the Mic or Drop the Michael, meaning Michael the Archangel and Michael Jackson. See the white for heaven and the black for Satan. Nick Fury. Well, he's played by Samuel L. Jackson, who's a fantastic actor. But he's got one eye covered and one eye exposed, representing the Eye of Horus and the eye that is on top of the Illuminati pyramid. So what I'm saying is this represents the same thing as that thing that I showed with Mia Wasikowska in Stoker, where she's got her eye covered by the wine glass. So, the fire is in the middle, representing fire and chaos and World War III. See, this thing looks like a square, representing things like the Tesseract and cube-like things like Rubik's Cubes. See this clock right here? Well, it represents this same clock in the fifth wave. See, even this thing that looks like a square represents cubes like the Tesseract and the Rubik's Cube. This light represents one pillar of Freemasonry, and this light represents the other pillar of Freemasonry. This is Satan's side, this is Jesus Christ's side. Back to this Go Compare ad again. The two pillars of Freemasonry again. One for Satan's side and one for Jesus Christ's side. And here's the woman of the Bible with her blonde hair. George Bush transforms into Obama in this I Pet Goat 2 thing. See that right there? Right, so it represents the same thing as the Doctor regenerating. Because the Doctor regenerates from a serious person, played by William Hartnell, into a clownish person, played by Patrick Troughton.